The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready, break. Fight, 97.
Already here, they'll audible to something else.
Ready.
On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. You look at this Steeler defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Okay.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Trouble, 38. Ready.
Throwing. Love.
And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
But a tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Love from the gun. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
After the interception, here's Watson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
Boswell's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
On the double.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4.
Shot, 17. Red, yellow. Yellow, blue. Cut.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Alert.
Watson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Those defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's brought down. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here's Watson on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Deshaun Watson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He finds his man complete. That's Reed. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Love, he's going to change the play here.
Go ultra. Blue strike. Set.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking deep here for Dobbs. Oh, and that is incomplete. You look at the Steeler defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
On 2nd down, Love once more. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Off the play fake, Love. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I'm thinking about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. The Steelers at 3-5, 2 games under 500. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here. Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Watson.
To the sideline and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing on third down, Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
In motion, the tight end.
Down, he's coming. Alert, alert.
On fourth down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block.
Hey, Brad. Ready?
2nd down, this is Wilson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Black open. Ready.
On 3rd down, Love. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They give him a gain of 38.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost.
Ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch it. Sit. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20-line. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Love. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
59, 31.
Now Watson. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On first down, it's Watson. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
59.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Watson looks to throw again. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson from 10 yards out. And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Dobbs goes in motion. They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play action this time with Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
On the return is Peterson. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's a 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
On the give, it's Warren. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they get it rather easily there. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3. From the red zone now, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here's 2nd and 10.
High 31! High 39! 54! 54!
To the air yet again, Watson. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go now.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
10.
To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Love now. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Love, they go play action now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Red, cycle. Hurry, hurry.
Final play of the half, Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This one finds Austin out right.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Watson.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Watson changing the play.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. 1st down, going to the air with Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Steeler touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Ready.
Now Love. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yellow.
Dobbs goes in motion.
Cut, cut.
To the air again, Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Set, cut.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A handoff for Warren.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run it. Warren.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
His 4th rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Steelers have opened the lead up to 30. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
And that will be incomplete. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Clifford throwing for it.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here's Warren.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Pat Fryermuth.
27 yards.
And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But
and the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers.
On the run, it's Warren.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a run with Warren.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Back to throw, Watson. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And the Steelers are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
1st down to the air with Clifford. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10, just missed that one.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
First down, Packers.
Clifford looking to throw it on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On first down, McFarland. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
On second down, McFarland. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
McFarland trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Watson now going to run the option right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Clifford throwing on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 4th down, here they go. Clifford. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Again, McFarland. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And the kick is good. So you wonder